For 70 years, the sound of freedom had a distinct voice, the roar of a jet engine breaking the sound barrier. But today, the sound of supremacy is often silence. It's the almost ghostly echo of an aircraft that sees everything but remains unseen. This is the F-35 Lightning II, the most expensive, most scrutinized, and arguably the most revolutionary combat aircraft ever built. It's not just a successor to the legendary fighters of the past, it's a technological leap that fundamentally redefines what air combat means. Think for a moment about every dogfight you've ever imagined, every epic aerial battle from history. The F-35 is designed to ensure those scenarios never happen, because by the time the enemy knows it's there, the fight is already over. Its purpose isn't to be a great fighter, it is to be an invisible, networked sensor that guarantees air superiority across every domain of warfare. This aircraft represents a fundamental shift from human-centered combat to system-centered dominance, merging the roles of fighter, bomber, electronic warfare platform, and intelligence hub into a single, stealthy airframe. It has stirred controversy, faced budget overruns, and been a lightning rod for critics, but beneath the political drama lies an engineering marvel that is now rapidly becoming the backbone of air power for a dozen nations worldwide. If you want to understand the future of global conflict, you need to understand the F-35. The story of the F-35 begins not in a hangar, but on a drawing board with the Joint Strike Fighter, or JSF, program. The goal was unprecedented: to create a single family of aircraft that could replace a huge variety of aging fighters, attack planes, and vertical takeoff jets across the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, as well as satisfy the needs of key international allies. This monumental task led to three distinct variants: the F-35A, the conventional takeoff and landing tall version for the Air Force and most international partners; the F-35B, the short takeoff and vertical landing STOVL version for the Marines and certain navies, a true engineering miracle with its lift fan; and the F-35C, the carrier-based variant with larger wings and robust landing gear for catapult launches and arrested recoveries on aircraft carriers. This standardization was intended to save billions in development and maintenance costs, though the complexity of the task inevitably led to delays and cost increases that continue to make headlines. Crucially, the JSF was designed from the ground up as a fifth-generation fighter, meaning its core tenets are stealth, sensor fusion, and shared awareness. The engineers didn't just bolt new systems onto an old design, they created a blank slate where the pilot and the plane operate as one integrated system within a larger network. The airframe itself is a compromise, less agile than an F-22 in a pure dogfight, but vastly more capable in the interconnected, beyond visual range combat of the modern era. The true innovation is not in its speed or turn radius, but in its ability to see the battlefield, process that information, and share it faster than any opponent. It is a flying supercomputer covered in radar-absorbent material. Stealth is the F-35's defining characteristic, but it's far more than just a sleek shape and special paint. The aircraft's radar cross-section is incredibly small, allowing it to penetrate heavily defended airspace with relative impunity. Every panel, every antenna, and every weapon bay door is carefully aligned to deflect radar energy, making it appear on enemy radar screens, if at all, as something no larger than a bird. But stealth is only half the story, the other half is sensor fusion. The F-35 is equipped with an array of sophisticated sensors, most notably the active electronically scanned array ESA radar, the electro-optical targeting system EOTS, and the distributed aperture system DAS. The DAS is a revolutionary feature, consisting of 6 infrared cameras strategically placed around the aircraft, providing the pilot with a continuous, 360-degree spherical view of the outside world, projected directly onto the inside of their helmet visor. The jet's sophisticated computer system then takes the data from all these sensors, radar, EOTS, DAS, and electronic warfare systems, and seamlessly combines it into a single, comprehensive, and easy-to-read tactical picture. This is the heart of the F-35's superiority. It means the pilot isn't squinting at half a dozen screens trying to piece together a fragmented image of the battle, the machine has already done the cognitive heavy lifting. The pilot doesn't just know where the enemy is, they know who the enemy is, what they are doing, and what they are targeting, all before the opponent even realizes the F-35 is in the area. This unparalleled situational awareness is what makes the F-35 the most lethal fighter in the world today. The F-35's lethality is not just about firing missiles, it's about being a node in a global information network. When it operates with other aircraft, ships, and ground units, it uses a secure data link called MADO, Multifunction Advanced Data Link, to share its fused tactical picture in real time. An F-35 flying ahead of a formation can detect an enemy threat, and instead of engaging, it can silently relay the target information to a stealthy bomber like the B-2 or even older fourth-generation fighters like the F-15 or Eurofighter Typhoon. This means the F-35 acts as a quarterback, enhancing the capability of the entire strike package without even having to fire a shot, though it certainly can. Its internal weapons bay can carry a variety of air-to-air missiles like the AIM-120 AMRAAM and air-to-ground precision-guided munitions like the JDAM. When the need for heavier payloads outweighs the need for maximum stealth, it can carry additional ordnance on its 4 external wing pylons, transitioning to what is known as beast mode. The capability of the F-35 to penetrate an enemy's air defense network, identify and locate their integrated air defense systems, the radars and missile batteries, and then pass that targeting data to other assets is its true killer application. It is the key that unlocks the door to a contested battle space. This global interoperability is a huge strategic advantage for the US and its allies. The ability of a Dutch F-35 to share data seamlessly with a U.S. Navy carrier group or a British F-35B operating from a Queen Elizabeth-class carrier creates a cohesive, powerful, and rapidly deployable global air force, all operating off the same, high-definition digital map of the world. Among the 3 variants, the F-35B is perhaps the most fascinating from an engineering standpoint. Designed to operate from amphibious assault ships and austere, short runways, its ability to perform short takeoff and vertical landing, or STOVL, is a marvel. This capability is achieved through a unique lift fan positioned directly behind the cockpit, which is powered by the main engine via a drive shaft, combined with a rotating engine nozzle at the rear. When the pilot engages hover mode, the main engine pivots downward, and the massive lift fan pulls cold air from above the fuselage, providing a massive, cool column of lift. This allows the F-35B to take off using only a short run and then land vertically, providing fighter and close air support capability in places where no conventional runway exists. This flexibility is invaluable to the Marine Corps and the Royal Navy, allowing them to rapidly deploy air power close to the battlefront. For the pilot, flying the F-35 is an entirely different experience than the previous generation. The massive single-piece touchscreen display replaces dozens of analog gauges, and the revolutionary helmet-mounted display system projects all critical flight and mission data right onto the pilot's visor. There is no traditional head-up display HUD on the F-35. The pilot literally looks through the aircraft thanks to the DAS, seeing the ground below them or the horizon behind them in infrared, a true God's eye view. This immersion and access to data reduce the pilot's workload dramatically, allowing them to focus entirely on tactical execution rather than managing the machine. While early reports of software bugs and complex maintenance requirements were common, the F-35 program has matured significantly, and the aircraft's mission-capable rates are steadily improving as maintenance crews become more experienced and software updates roll out. The F-35 Lightning II is more than a jet, it's a statement about the future of warfare. It is a weapon system designed to operate in a world where information dominance is the ultimate high ground. Its blend of 5th-generation stealth, fused sensor data, and unparalleled network connectivity makes it an airborne note of unmatched power and awareness. The controversies will continue, the costs are enormous, and the technological challenges remain complex, but as the aircraft racks up more flight hours and integrates further into the air forces of the US, UK, Japan, Israel, and many others, its role as the world's premier multi-role fighter is cemented. It is the silent sentinel of the sky, ensuring that freedom has a technological edge for decades to come. Whether you love it or hate it, the F-35 is here to stay, and it will be the decisive factor in any future conflict. This is the kind of game-changing technology we love to break down here at Airborne Atlas. We spent countless hours digging into the engineering, the history, and the tactics of the world's most impressive aircraft, and we need your support to keep bringing you this in-depth content. So, if the roar of a jet engine, or even the silent approach of a stealth fighter, gets your blood pumping, please smash that like button right now. Then, for weekly deep dives into the military aviation world you won't find anywhere else, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. What do you think is the F-35's greatest strength, its stealth, its sensors, or its networking capability? Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback fuels our next flight.